Hi guys, we have here an interesting Nexus Coop Mutator called Heretics, and it's pretty tricky to beat. The story around Heretics revolves around a parallel timeline in which actually Zeratul did not save Artanis from the Kala, from the corrupted Kala of Aemon, but instead Artanis just beheaded Zeratul and remained under service of Aemon, leading his forces called as the Heretics or the Heretic Church. So see, a large army under the command of the Heretics has conquered this region. Throne of Judgment will attack your base at any time while deploying prisms in the map to enhance itself and warp enemies. So Heretics are not fully translated from Chinese, so I asked my friend who speaks Chinese to translate it for me. Big thanks to her. And now this video will be explanation how this mutator works and how to beat it, and also with translation, so stay tuned. I was playing as Gerard. Now I actually didn't play Gerard for the since the a few weeks ago when I made a video for Gerard, so I had to kind of remind myself how to play it properly, and didn't play so well, but in the end, well, my ally was Selendis, and he's very strong, and he likes to play Selendis, so he was pretty much carrying. But we actually did it in the end, so we have that mothership that will after some time start coming, the Throne of Judgment. So we have here some abilities as auto attack, and you see it's very powerful, 3000 shield and 5000 HP. And see, this description is in Chinese, so it says the Throne of Judgment is the biggest pride and joy of the Heretics. The Throne of Judgment possesses unlimited energy and the source of its as the source of its terrifying power. Under Artanis' control, the Throne of Judgment executes the will of the god Aemon, destroying world after world, soaking the universe with fear and blood. And says and here can attack, this yellow thing can attack ground and air. Okay, so most of these abilities are translated. It has time warp that slows down enemies and they continue to get damaged for 10 seconds. It's a similar thing as to the mothership of the Tassadar. We have this ability called what's this called? Okay, I can't have no translation for the guide a large number of meteorites from the orbit to randomly bomb the area around the Throne of Judgment. Each meteorite can splash up to 100 points of damage and stun it for 2 seconds. I will look for the translation of the name of this ability. Then we have Wormhole Teleport, warp Throne of Judgment to target location through wormhole. So this is what mothership uses when it's kinda badly damaged, to teleport itself away from the battle to heal up. And we have that Planetary Cracker ability. Can initiate Planetary Cracker that burns the ground for 20 seconds. Does 800 HP, 800 damage to enemies, and 1200 to versus buildings near the Throne of Judgment's range. Okay, so that's that mothership. Let's go. I can speed this up a bit. So now I'm just expanding. My ally is also doing his thing, and mothership I think will start coming at 3 minutes. And it will slowly start coming, but as soon as it starts, it will show the mark that it is coming, I think. I don't know if it's visible on okay, there is a first prism. There is a first prism. And okay, so those Apocalypse Prism 100 shield, 100 HP, they can warp enemies. And okay, let me get this. So we have the Apocalypse Prism. The Apocalypse Prism is the core that supplies energy to the Throne of Judgment. They can extract energy from the void far away and transport to the Throne of Judgment on the planet. At the same time, the Apocalypse Prism serves as the Heretics outpost, supplying warp field for its forces. Destroy the Apocalypse Prism to weaken the Throne of Judgment and the attack of the Heretics, so it kind of enhances the mothership, the Throne of Judgment, so it's harder to kill, and also warps units. Now, after this patch on 21st of June, this Mutator is kind of weakened, but I don't think it was nerfed deliberately. I think it's actually bugged in two ways, and now I'll tell you how. Because okay, units that it warps, just a second, have three types of units. Actually should be four, but it's actually, that's the first bug. So warp executioner, executing officers that serve under the throne of judgment. These executioners will shred the lives of those who oppose the will of Artanis to pieces. They are not bounded and restrained by ethics and the traditional conscience of the Protoss. They bow to the power of darkness and impurity. So that's the executioner, the zealot, and then we have the monster, the dragoon, life forms of the Protoss that had gone through intense torture. They became four-legged crawling monsters after the Heretics modification. They are in berserk state, turning all forms of life in front of them to pieces. So yeah, that's those are dragoons, and then we have this Episcopus. The Episcopus, those are kind of High Templars, and zealous disciples, the fanatics of the Heretics Church. They are extremely loyal to Artanis and value such loyalty more than their own lives. In order to carry out the will of the High Lord, they absorbed the dark energy of the Void. Okay, there is one monster morphing, but I will show when you have all three in the screen. So you need to destroy these prisms, because if too many stay warped in, they enhance the mothership, and they also, you kind of get overwhelmed by the forces. So my ally is now destroying the thing, and okay, it's actually teleporting around. So yeah, it has that ability, so has to be destroyed completely. Okay. Okay. Now you see the mothership is coming, and it should be scared off before it destroys our bases. But the trick is not to do the damage too fast, so it can actually retreat. Because if you kill it too fast, the Artanis will appear, and you don't want to fight Artanis with insufficient force. Okay, so what it seems that you have to inflict more damage each time it appears, because The first time it will appear until the whole damage is, I think, more than half of it left. But when it appears second time, it will be will not go off so easily until I think you can actually scare it off 3 times at most. Then you actually need to kill it. So I mean, you can beat the game by just scaring the mothership off, and then, you know, finish the game quickly, at least on this map. But our goal here was actually to beat the Mutator. So okay, I don't have a lot of force. I don't have nearly. Okay, I mean, I have actually this thing. You see that it has this. Now it does this meteorite shower thingy, and okay, so my base kinda suffered, but it wasn't destroyed, and now the mothership, you see that it has pretty a lot of hull HP left, but it retreated, and yeah, these I opted for the Gerard because it has powerful top bars and also has battle cruisers that can teleport, that can tactical jump, so I can go when the prisms are and kill them, because they will appear all around the map. And also you have scans to see, because when Titanis come, it will be reduced vision and darkness. We'll get to that. Okay, so now see that mothership is restoring its health and shields, and in the meantime we are just dealing with normal enemies. And when it's restored, okay, now the more prisms have arrived. So now I use my Alexander to kill these 2 prisms, and clearing the most of the map is pretty beneficial, so you don't have to fight the enemies alongside these prisms that you have to shut down, and the mothership, of course, and later Artanis. Okay, so now the mothership is coming from the ally, I think, scared it off the second time. Now it's coming the third time. Okay. Or actually, it's the second time. I think it's just teleported to the other side, and it's coming from there. Yeah. Okay, so now let's see how much HP will. Yeah, now it's not actually retreating yet. You see that need to do more damage to the mothership. Okay, now it retreated back here. It will regenerate. Okay, I think soon I will have. Let's slow it down. I will have all the 3. Okay, I think this is the moment to show you the abilities of. Wait, where's the Zealot? I think the Zealot will come too. Okay. Okay, there we go. So let's see that thing. Okay, so the monster has no special abilities, but it has damage 50. Weapon speed 5, so it's actually that's actually Dragoon, that's artillery, because it has range 15 and not the fastest attacks, but it deals splash damage with these cannons. As you can see, this thing deals splash damage in a small area. Executioner has charge and whirlwind, causing 16 Damage stays a little bit stronger whirlwind than normal zealot, I think, yeah. And it's translated. So, and this Episcopus, now that was the wait, let me click the prism. You see it's the same, but 2 units, 2 separate hotkeys, but the same unit. Before the patch, it was one was Warper and one was I think called Warper and Strain, and one was I can't remember how it's called, but it were 2 strains, and now we just have one that had teleport ability, and this one with Mark. Now we just have this with Mark ability, and that's obviously a bug, because why would you have if they wanted to remove the teleporter, we just remove it. But you see that it's now 2 units here, the same thing. Okay, so this mark thing is Episcopus ability that marks the target location and order the monsters near itself to fire 3 shots quickly at the marked location. So it's actually attack. Now it's not using because it probably wants to. It will use it when it sees the units. See that it's cool, and it's just 3 seconds. And now this will destroy. At this point I thought we were gonna be overwhelmed because it's a lot of prisms open, and you see how now we have 2 monsters, but okay, now it's marked, and you see how now they started firing faster, and yeah, this is that ability. Okay, now I'm warping in. Unfortunately, I sucked a pretty big shot here. And yeah, this my medics didn't micromedics properly, and they were killed. Okay, but these marines will now deal with this. Okay, so this is how these monsters work, in synergy with the Episcopus. And okay, now it comes here. I think this is the end of the mothership. Okay, now we have Artanis coming. So it has a lot of abilities, but first, when it's kinda, you see the Artanis's eyes glow. Are normal. So now it can use just lightning charge and astral wind. So charges forward, releasing a wave of energy that deals 150 damage to nearby enemies. It stuns them for 2 seconds. This ability has 3 charges, and an astral wind that restores 200 plus 20% of the max vitality to Artanis and nearby friendly units, and has other abilities. Has other abilities that will become available when it becomes Dark Artanis. Okay, I'm gonna read it now because later it will be a lot of stuff. So let me see. Okay, first of all, the description of Artanis. So it says this: Artanis, formerly praised as the hope that will lead the Protoss to glory, fought alongside with many fighters who opposed the dark fate, but under Amon's corruption he beheaded Zeratul himself, led to the destruction of Shakuras, and completely absorbed the essence of Kerrigan, the Queen of Blades. Artanis leads the Heretics, formed by the Protoss warriors. Heretics formed by the Protoss warriors, who are driven by complete anger and utter corruption, and cause universe after universe to cease to exist. So yeah, this corrupted Artanis. Okay, so the abilities. We have first the Cursed Soul ability. Then it summons the ghost of Zeratul, whom he slayed near his side. Zeratul's soul has fallen under the control of the Dark Force, hence constantly suffering from the torture of pain and hopelessness. Zeratul can fight for 60 seconds. His attacks can help Artanis regenerate his shield, so whatever damage Zeratul deals, it goes to Artanis' shield, and Zeratul can fight for the half of the time. You see that cooldown is 120, and Zeratul can fight for 60 seconds, so half of the time. Then we have the Storm Aura. Artanis dashes. Now this is kind of strange. The Artanis dashes toward a hero unit and commences a large Storm Aura, and with the range of the Storm Aura provides vision for all players. It's kind of strange. The buildings under the range will be hidden, and other units that enter the range will be warped out. Target unit trapped in the range cannot escape until either Artanis or that unit is left standing alive. So it's kind of strange, but I noticed that Artanis doesn't even use this ability. Okay, then we have this other translated, that Supernova ability guides a small supernova. It's not actually small, it's pretty big. That it's about to doom from the void. I mean, considering this is kinda planet or a platform, it is small supernova, but on the map it's pretty big. So dealing up to 600 or damage 1000 versus structure, and stunning all survived units for 3 seconds. Okay, then we have Deadly Charge. Link and intercept target unit, dealing at most 150 damage to nearby enemies. And Graviton Prison, stun at most 5 enemy air units nearby for 4 seconds, dealing 150 damage to 25 versus hero. 225 versus hero units. Then we have Sonic Blast, lifts at most 10 enemies in target area, dealing 150 damage, 200 versus armored after 30 seconds. Okay, and we have the Key of the Void ability. Key of the Void. So it's it summons no more than 3 keys of the Void near Artanis, and the Key of the Void can spawn the Heretics unit, so it's pretty much similar to the prism that Mothership has. So now the prisms are gone when Artanis, when Mothership is gone, the prisms are gone. Okay, and this is the Artanis. Now he uses these lightning charges. Okay, let's slow this down to see the battle. Okay, now it can use just these 2 ability. Okay, now when you deal fatal damage to it, run away, because it has resurgence. Now you see the fuse, and now Artanis is invincible, and it will resurge and deal pretty much damage around it. So not just 100 damage, but a lot more. So you have to retreat, and now he become Dark Artanis. You see the wait. Okay, it's not visible here, but it's actually on the replay, but actually his eyes start glowing red, and now he's Dark Artanis. Now he can't use Lightning Charge on Astral Wind anymore, but gains these other abilities. So you see now he just uses Supernova. See, this is the Supernova, not really small actually, pretty big. Okay. My base is by the way under attack, but I decided we have to fight Dark Artie. It's no joke, so I'm summoning the Alexander. Okay. Wait, let's see these crystals. Okay, now it's summoned 2 crystals there, but okay, they are destroyed. And he also has passive. Artanis has the following passive abilities. Enemy units in the large area around Artanis will lose most of their vision. So you see whole map is in darkness, and also reduce the vision of things nearby. See this? And yeah, this turn of night music from the Alexander. Okay, so Wait, where is Artanis now? Okay, let me see. When it comes into, I can't even click on it now because it's in the midst of the fight. Okay, you see how now restored because it probably received too much damage. That was okay. So Artanis can restore a certain shield value when dealing damage to the enemy, and if you take a lot, this is wrong translation. If you take a lot of damage in a short time, Artanis will recover and become immune to damage for a short time. So not if you take a lot of damage, but if Artanis takes a lot of damage. So now the trick is you don't know how much a lot is because it isn't stated, but if you deal too much damage in a short period of time, Artanis, he will actually become immune and restore a few thousand HP. So yeah, it's actually better to deal damage to Artanis at steady pace, but not too little damage, because then his own attacks and shield regen will overpower it. So yeah, you have to balance the damage you deal. And okay, where is the crystal? Where is the crystal? I wanna see another crystal. Okay, it summons these. Can I? Wait. Ah, void key. Okay, we have it here. So it says the void key is the keystone that Artanis stole from other universe. It's a combating unit of the Heretics that can quickly spawn for Artanis. So yeah, these things spawn units, but they have a little less. They have 100 shield and 50 HP, so a little weaker than the prisms, and also can spawn these units. By the way, these yellow texts are executioner can attack ground, and these other can attack ground and air. Okay, so yeah, this is the Artanis, but as I noticed, he never used the Curse Soul ability, and it actually helps him a lot because Zeratul actually restores a lot of his shields. So now Artanis will actually okay, that's actually it. We've beaten it. So land is proved to be very good. My BCs are kind of pretty in a bad shape, and I've lost Olympus. Okay, I've lost the Olympus, and Olympus, if you as Gerard lose Olympus, the damage is permanent. You cannot rebuild it. So all elite agents are gone. Now I can just make units from starports, and if I make a factory, but I have actually the factory, and luckily my both starports survived, so and fusion core, so I can still have some resources to make battle cruisers. Okay, so I now oh yeah, there are some DTs over here. Well, they are normal. They're Templar from not from the Mutator, but from the game, because enemy composition was Dark Templar one. So I am scanning. Luckily I have my orbital survived, so I can scan, and this is also the reason, because can enhance the vision. Chose Gerard, and so actually now it's just lock and load. Okay, all the locks are captured by Yren, but now we will it's easy job because it's just normal lock and load. No more Mutator. You see that Mutator is gone. It's beaten. The Heretics are beaten. And now it's just normal lock and load, so there is no reason for me to continue this replay. Now I'll just show you the one other replay so you can see how it was before. As for those of you who knew the Mutator from before, because I actually was told first time before I even fought it that the crystals had to be killed, and those void keys, because otherwise they just keep Artanis alive. It cannot be beaten, or it's very hard to beat, but actually it's, I think, not true. Crystals have, void keys have no effect on Artanis's health if they're hidden in the dark, but they're just summon units. So let's see that one. Okay, so yeah, this was the game. Damn. Okay, you see now that there are two different strains. You see the letters there, two different strains of High Templar, and I believe one will just this one that okay, see, this one is the teleporter, but now after the patch we don't have this one anymore. The mothership is the same. Back then there wasn't. Actually, this was translated after the patch. It was it's in Chinese, but all these things were not. Now, yeah, guys put an effort in it, but not completely. So I did the rest. Actually, I mean my friend. Okay, so let's go towards Artanis. I don't know, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned Artanis will drop at the spot where the Throne of Judgment is destroyed. So okay, so you see it's receiving a lot of damage. Okay, this is actually the first Artanis. Yeah, this is the white Artanis. I don't know why on the replay doesn't. It's the same, but his eyes start glowing. Okay, so it's pretty bad location here to fight. Like, this is my expansion, which will now be destroyed. Okay, those are these void keys. You see, they also can spawn two strains. While I was convinced that this crystal actually enhance his power. Okay, here you can see now it glows. Now it's Dark Artanis. Okay, by the way, carriers actually too small damage output and they are not mobile, so they just got evaporated by Artanis. And is because Artanis has armor 3+3, so interceptors are not really good damage dealers. And you can see he has used Curse Soul. He didn't still use Storm Aura, so probably never uses it. But he did use Curse Soul this time, and it's difficult to actually see. But if you take a closer look, you see the Zeratul shadow. So this is actually Zeratul. It's unclickable. You cannot see it. You cannot see its properties. But I think he deals 100 damage. You see just the shadow of him. You see now this is Arti, and this here is Zeratul, and he is now accompanying Artanis. And now you can see him better. You see Zeratul is here, but in combat it's really hard to spot Zeratul. So and Zeratul is every time he slashes something, Artanis go 100 100 HP up, and so this plus the Artanis own regeneration plus the thing you cannot deal damage too fast to Artanis. That's the thing that makes actually all Resage, I think, not the best to fight, and my forces were definitely pretty bad. Yeah, he spawns the crystals, but I don't think these crystals actually mean anything in terms of getting at them. Maybe they do, but they're not so crucial. The thing is, okay, now he has Cursed Soul ability again, and we'll use it immediately, you see. Once you think you... yeah, maybe we could have killed him now, but we run out of forces, and now you have to deal damage continuously, because otherwise he starts regenerating, especially now when Zeratul is out. You see that Zeratul is actually slashing things and dealing damage, and Artanis himself deals damage, and does. Where is it? You can see, right? Sometimes it's really hard, especially because I think Zeratul also blinks, but you can see the shadow. Zeratul now he will disappear, but this is actually the now our turn is Ulrezash has no standing forces anymore, and okay, he's making new units, but you see Artanis grabs them, so having a large number of units so Artanis cannot grab them all, and dealing damage continuously to Artanis is the key of defeating him. But now it's easier because he doesn't summon for some reason. That game that we played, this is the game from more than a month ago, now pre-patch, and now he is not summoning Zeratul, which makes it a lot easier to kill him. But yeah, this was actually already a lost game. We are not able to, because now you see Cursed Soul. Okay, now he's not using the okay, now he used it. Probably has to see more than one unit to actually summon Zeratul. Now you see Zeratul is slashing, and now it's game over. He's in my mineral line, and I'll be getting completely destroyed over here. So yeah, it's not easy to beat, but it's beatable. See Zeratul following him wherever he goes. Now we also have units that's the crystal summon, so and my ally, okay, has a few left. Yeah, my ally says as long as crystals are hidden, but I don't think it's the crystals. No, it's not the crystals. It's the. I mean, crystals also. Yeah, I know. This was So it's game over for us. Ertan is back to almost full health, and that's it. So, yeah, he doesn't, for some reason, he didn't summon Zeratul. Maybe it's something that Selendis does, I don't know, or Gerard even, but I don't think so. So, yeah, that's thing that I think it's actually a bug, because he still has that ability, just not using it, and also that small bug that crystals or prisms don't spawn two strains of the High Templar, just one. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope you like it. Like and subscribe if you did, and thanks for watching.